Hi, George here, and today I wanted to discuss the different ways to bring a photo into a layer in a project here inside of Photoshop Elements. There are 4 basic ways to do this. No way is better than the other, really depends upon what you like doing. That's perfectly fine. A couple bring the images in as a smart layer, and a couple don't, but that's the only real difference on these things. Let's go ahead, we'll start at the most straightforward, and that's just placing an image into another image. So for that, this is our background image, and I'll be placing this image right here. So back here again, go up to the File menu, come down to Place, and then find your photo. And here we go. Take that one, hit the Place button, and that brings it in like this. Now the size difference will depend upon the resolution of your pictures. This is a smaller resolution than this one, so the image comes in smaller. Let's try a different shot here. Back up to File, come down to Place, and this picture is a lot higher resolution. Choose Place, and it comes in at that size. Now it's never going to be coming in larger than will fit. If your image is too big for your project, it'll be brought down to the size to fit inside the project. If it's smaller, it comes in smaller as we just saw. Now both of these have these lines through them right here. See those 2 lines? This just means that this is coming in as a smart layer object. Come down, hit that check mark. The lines go away. But if you notice up here on the layer, there's this little icon right there, bottom right-hand corner. This is a smart layer object, which means that this has some protections on it. I can't actually change the pixels in here. I can't paint on this layer. I'll go to the paintbrush, and notice I can't paint on the layer unless the layer is rasterized. I'm not going to do that. Click on Cancel. Let me just change the name up here. This one is the place. We've placed that in. Let's hide that. Let's come down now to the photo bin. Right down here, I have this picture open in the photo bin. Second way to bring a picture in, let's go back over here, is to have the photo bin open and then just drag your image from the photo bin up here and let go. Now from the photo bin, it's going to resize this to make it as large as possible to fit inside your image. Notice over here again, we have that smart layer icon right there. This again is a smart layer. If I tried painting on this, it's not going to let me. Now one thing about the photo bin, I'm just going to delete this, get rid of that, there we go. Back to the photo bin in here. And that's if you're using this technique, make sure you just grab the image and pull it straight up. If you click on the image, it'll show that image, and you then can't do that. You can't drag an image into itself. So make sure that you don't click on it. Instead, just drag it straight up and let go, and it will then work for you. Okay, so this one is the photo bin, and I'll hide that one. The next technique is what I normally do, and that's to bring this image up and have it as a floating window. I do this all the time. And you'll see this in a lot of my videos. I just float the window. If you don't have floating windows, go up here to the Edit menu, come down to Preferences and General. And it's this check mark right here, Allow Floating Documents in Advanced Mode. Make sure that's checked. Choose OK. And what you can do then is just take the background layer here and just drag it over like that. So that's pretty easy. Minimize that again. So that's just a what I call drag and drop. There we are. And there's one more way to bring an image in if you want to. Again, it's pretty easy. Let's bring this image up here. I'm just going to dock it this time. See your docked image. Let's make this fit. That's just a Control-0 to make that fit screen. I'm going to select the whole image. That's a Control-A. Notice that marching ants from the outside. The whole thing is now selected. I'm going to copy this, and that's Control-C, or you can go up here to Edit and Copy right there. Let's now go back over to this image and then Control-V for Paste, and it pastes that in, or Edit and Paste right here. Notice on Paste there's also an option to paste into a selection. So I could have made a selection and then pasted this inside of that selection. I prefer doing that as its own step to keep things in a bit more control. So this one is Copy, Paste. And notice that the drag and drop and copy paste aren't smart layers. So I can just work on these directly. I can take my paintbrush and I can paint right on the layer if I wanted to. And Control-Z. Now if you have a smart layer, let's come down here, let's bring this one back up again. And you want to do something on this layer itself, it's easy to do. Just go to that layer, right click on the name of the layer, and come down to Simplify Layer. And that gets rid of that lock, and it's no longer a smart layer object. You can now paint on this layer or whatever else you want to do. You can see right there, we're painting on that layer. So there you go. Those are the 4 different ways to bring an image inside of another picture here inside of Photoshop Elements. This is one of the real standard techniques I'm doing almost all the time because I tend to like to combine multiple images together to get my final project. So if you master at least just one of these techniques, you'll be all set to do almost anything that I do. And if you're looking at any of my videos, watching any of my videos, and I show one technique, like I say, place an image in there, you don't have to use the place. You can do whatever you like doing, copy, paste, drag and drop, photo bin, whichever one works out best for you. That's the one that you can use all the time for any of my projects to get one image onto a layer inside of another project. If you want download links for these pictures in here and this file over here right-hand side, that's a bonus that comes with getting my Photoshop Elements Photo Coach program. You'll find out more about that right here, and I'll put that link in the description so you can click right to that. And I'll also summarize this video in there. Just take a look in the graphics projects section and you'll find that. If you want to help me keep on making videos like this here on YouTube, consider sending me a thanks. That's that thanks button, bottom right-hand corner of the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notifications of my new videos. I put new videos up every single week, and I'll see you next time.